Ooh. Wow. What's our rate of fire like? That's not bad.
This is
2.77 with 3 damage. I can live with that.
The cave.
I want to do it like this. I was gonna say no enemies, but here we are. I'm feeling froggy.
I'm excited.
Ooh, I'm not excited though. That's like not great. And amnesia. That's fine. RV Air, tier 1 for a full-blown year. Payday was today. RV Air, thank you so much and welcome back. Happy to have you for the year of support. I actually think it's bluefin season off the coast of my home state, North Carolina, right now. Man, what I wouldn't give for a fresh bluefin steak. Oh, God, yeah. God, yeah. Let's just, okay, you're hurting me. Stupid, I'm excited pill. Good-ass seafood just sounds really pleasant. Yeah, dude, I'll beat up the dono machine for this. I will show you this real quick. I will say that listen, I've got some things I need to pick up. I got some things I need to pick up. I don't have the I don't have the cover. I don't have the cover, and I don't have a propane tank. I don't have a propane tank right now, and I don't have the cover, and I don't have a lid for it at the moment. I'll go ahead and show this in case this ends up on YouTube. But I did spend last night putting together the professional grade restaurant quality griddle that Champion bought for me. So down here is where the tank lives. Storage for like utensils and whatnot here. That's a cutting board, and then underneath it is an area for a trash bag to hang, and then that is a paper towel holder. And then back here is an opening through which I can push grease out of the griddle and into a drip pan. But yeah, man, I can do, what, 28 hamburgers on this thing? 28 pancakes at the same time? And so just talking about, like, getting a bluefin steak and sticking that on a griddle, getting a little light sear on it, maybe doing some herbed vegetables or something like that. Yeah, Lammer, I feel the same way. I'm still, like, I still have, like, the I'm waking up headache. I'm still having the I'm waking up headache, which apparently isn't always necessarily a thing. My doctors led me to believe that, like, my doctors led me to believe that a constant state of mild agony is not necessarily a normal, neutral position for the body to keep. Who knew? But that said, almost every morning I wake up with a pretty splitting headache. I think I'm gonna have to get fitted. I think I'm gonna have to get fitted for a mouth guard, a nighttime mouth guard. I don't grind my teeth anymore. I used to when I was a kid. Rory does it bad, and it makes me feel terrible. But I do clench my jaw very badly. Like, I wake up every day with a headache. But once the headache goes away, I finally get hungry. So that's why I'm usually, like, even, especially when I'm fasting, but I'm normally hungry around 10 or 11, which is why I love brunch. It's because in the morning, I genuinely just sort of need the time to, like, have my body heal itself. You go in full Hank Hill mode? Yes, because honestly, Rory, once I get my patio built, which is gonna be in January. We've been waiting over a half a year to get this patio built. Once I get this patio built to go alongside that griddle, which is now my new grill, I am going to buy a Traeger smoker. So I'm gonna be smoking meats, and then the moment that meat's ready, I'm gonna shred it and put it on the griddle right next to the Traeger and turn it into tacos. Or whatever. Yo, that's exactly what I wanted. Be a nickel in there somewhere. I needed 22. I'm 2 cents off. What's going on down here? You got 2 coins for me? Son of a bitch. I'll have to drip pan out one day. It was so nasty. Yeah, Amber will not let me get lazy about that kind of stuff. You can fit a small person on that thing. Not suggesting, just saying. I'm playing Halo on normal. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I don't have anything to prove in the shooter realm. It's not my genre. I enjoy playing shooters a lot, but like it's not what I'm best at. I think, ugh. Do I take PhD and a soul heart and leave Sackhead behind? Or do I take Sackhead, it should spit out a sack, and then I can get maybe a bomb and find the secret room? But I'd need to know where I think the secret room is, and right now that's not super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Maybe there? I don't know. Good pills. Good pills. Yeah, Lord Harlequin. Like everyone else. Like not everyone else, but a handful of people are saying like, take the gamble. Let's see what happens. Whoa!
I can see forever.
Let's go find those secret rooms, shall we? I'd have never found that in a million years. Now we get both. Now we get both. Yeah, PhD was objectively, I think, the right call there, but it also is going to play out in such a way that we reap benefits for sure. Never in a million years would I have guessed where that secret room was. Yeah, this guy doesn't even gamble and he's never punished. I wonder what the big I Can See Forever pill does. Ooh, shit. Ow, you suck. Give me a soul heart. Why do I have Gemini? I have, like, more red hearts just kind of chilling out here, don't I? I was sitting here trying to figure out what the big I Can See Forever pill does. I'm not completely sure. Secret ending on Legendary, but I'm having a rough go just on normal. I haven't picked a buckle down and played in a while. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I know they have a tendency to, like, gatekeep certain endings and whatnot from people by putting it behind Legendary, thus incentivizing playing Legendary. And I get that. I'm not upset about it. That's really cool, I think, for the people who are dedicated enough to go through and beat that game on Legendary. I'll watch a YouTube video. Because, yeah, I'm getting... I think chat summed it up pretty well. If you're a conservative Halo player, if you're somebody who doesn't really take big risks, kind of works the outer edges and then works their way in, there we go. I don't understand why I have Gemini in here. But if you like work the outer edges, work your way in, strafe, cover to cover, maybe grab a squad of your friends and run out there and deal with what you see in front of you. The Legendary can be hard. I'm playing Halo as if I'm playing Doom. So now that I've got the Pathfinder from Apex grapple rope, I'm throwing myself into situations like Batman. Oh, it's the trinket. Yeah, thank you. I'm grappling into situations like I'm Batman and getting absolutely shellacked sometimes because I grossly overestimate Master Chief's abilities combined with my own. It's Red Secret too? I sure as hell didn't see it anywhere. Maybe it shows me where it is on the map and I just couldn't see it. Sounds like you're playing Halo the right way. I'm definitely playing Halo the right way for making content. And if I'm being 100% honest for you, for my enjoyment as well. I don't think I necessarily find it dull to play Halo safely. Nice. I don't think I find it dull to play Halo safely. But I feel like there's less to talk about for sure. Sleeper, what's going on? Welcome. Happy to have you back. I fucking would like to leave. I'd like Little Brimstone to contribute in any meaningful way. Jeezy Pete's. Felt like every shot I tried to take in that room was not connecting to anything. Oh, this is gonna make getting bombs and keys on a run where otherwise we weren't seeing many bombs and keys out of the gate. Oh, I'm so stupid. I didn't need to spin that. I could have just hurt myself over it. I'd have still had to have gotten back. Once he's Zelda'd, I'm sure I probably would have had to have taken the damage on the way back. Slimmy, Shaderson, what's going on? Caught you towards the beginning, hopefully, today. Yeah, this is the very start of stream. We've been live for 21 minutes. Man, eyesore. I guess. I mean, for right now, I'm mostly trying to line up Little Brim on shots. So if nothing else, while I'm lining up Little Brim, I'm just sprinkler tossing stuff everywhere. So maybe I'll clip stuff on accident. Boy, they're really leaning in on the confessionals today. I wouldn't mind getting an angel room instead of a devil deal. Well, that's what I get for having desires. What was up with this chest that I didn't open way the hell back here? That's what I get, Crow Fox, for wanting things. That'll teach me. God, you big loser, Taffy. With your human desires. What a joke this guy is. That might get me there. Gets me one away. I suddenly care very much about knocking out fires and whatnot. I'm gonna guess flight separated me from this thing. Oh no, just a bomb, huh? Shit. The problem, though... There's no way that gets all the way there. I knew it. Oh well. I don't know. Maybe... Yeah, I don't know. What a kick in the jubblies. Maybe Duke of Flies or something? Baby Plum, you don't make familiars. Damn. It's a little bit of a bummer. But at the same time, like, it's not that big a deal for us because we've been struggling. Oh, it changed it on me. What a little bastard. That had been... I think that had been one heart. Grumble, grumble, grumble. I wasn't ready for that to change cost on me. Oh well. Anyway, point being is that it's been a tough road to hoe when it comes to keeping cash in my pocket on these runs. Oh, there we go. Boy, this is with the damage upgrade, huh? I'm terrified of that. I think I could have gotten more value. Oh, I'm terrified of this. I think I could have gotten more value out of that card, but I just had a feeling, based on where I was in the room, that they were swiggity swooty coming for that booty. Oh, you know what? I absolutely should just be popping my spacebar no matter what. Gotta get our investment back from gotta get our investment back from Gimpy. Yeah, this would have been a better, oh motherfucker. Would have been a better long-term investment to this room, but I couldn't help but feel like there was the potential for me, with my mind as foggy as it is when I wake up in the morning, the potential for me to get juggled around inside that room was too high. Where are you? I'm not going out there. Screw that. You'd be doing me a huge favor if you just give me more soul hearts. I have to murder you, I'm sorry. So he's down there somewhere. I'm just trying to keep them from hitting me and then hoping that, like, the occasional random shot connects with them. Super linear rooms like that are my only hope for making Little Brim useful for me quickly. I feel like Little Brim used to be better. Maybe he just used to be louder, I don't know. Apologizing for murder, Tabby. I think your Canadian is showing. I always feel very Canadian around breakfast time. I just like maple syrup. Oh, I want that. Ace of Diamonds back. Can't help but feel like the quality of the stuff that we're chasing after is slowly but surely declining. Oh, never mind. We're all right. God damn. Yeah, we're gonna be okay. I feel like I haven't seen Cricket's head in a long time. I feel like I finally have enough soul hearts pulled together that I don't feel as self-conscious about going back to that curse room. I'm gonna go ahead and clear the floor before I get out of here. That feels like it's got super secret room written all over it. After all that work to get PhD, I don't have infinite bombs, so I can't just go around dinging mushrooms, and yet at the same time, I wouldn't mind seeing some pills show up. Neat trick for those of you who work from home and are on Microsoft Teams. If you leave the stream open, you can walk away and you will not default to away status due to inactivity. Great way to catch a nap or play video games. Ugh. You are collectively all not making corporate the corporate job market sound enticing to me. There we go. Oh my, well, we're gonna go find ourselves some pills, chat. Pills? Hell yeah.
Speed.
Bills. Let's go bomb every mushroom on the floor, shall we? I leave teams minimized on my phone so it keeps me available and play Final Fantasy 14 all day. Polka Dot Turtles, welcome. Appreciate you being here. It's not, I've lowered my work time from 3 days a week because it's so not enticing. Ugh. Ugh. I feel bad because, like, I won't sit here and name names, although at the same time, there's a lot of you have been here for times where partners have come in and been like, why do I do this job anymore? And I just, like, yeah, man, I feel a little burnt out. I feel a little tired. Last couple of months have been rough on me. But that said, like, I can't think of anything else I'd rather do, and I certainly can't think of anything else mainstream I'd rather do. I very much enjoy my job. I never thought working in customer support would be a good job for me, but hey, when you work for a game company, like, honestly, if I ever were to, like, transition out of, oh god damn, whew, sorry, I got stuck on the door frame. If I was to ever transition out of the content creation world, which frankly, I mean, it is exhausting. I felt bad last night. I felt bad last night because I said something about this new griddle I set up, and Amber asked me something or said something in return, and my response was essentially, well, baby, because I'm gonna have to film myself using this. And she was like, oh yeah, I guess you would. She was talking about, like, hey, you know, when do you think you're gonna plan on using this? You want to try to, you know, do you want to hide it and then bring it out when you need it or whatever? She was just going through logistics. And the way Amber described it, it was as though this was just some new grill that we were going to use and enjoy as a family. And I was like, baby, when you know, a lot of the times when I use this, I'm gonna have to stream it. That's why it was purchased. And she was like, oh, right. And I just kind of sat there for a second. I turned to her, and I was joking around, but I wasn't joking around. Where I was like, my entire life is just content. And she rolled her eyes and walked in. So, like, in that regard, it's kind of like, it can be real draining. Oh god, I haven't fought Stain yet. In that regard, it can be draining, but at the same time, it's still like, I feel for people who have been doing this for a long time, who are basically making ends meet. I, on the other hand, have been doing this for a long time, and thanks to the generosity of this chat, have been making an embarrassing amount of money doing it. Especially compared to friends of mine who are comparable in size, they have become more and more sort of they have become more and more, what's the word I'm looking for, bold about letting me know how frustrating it is to see how intensely this channel lets me thrive, like how many breaks have gone my way. So I definitely feel bad for, ooh, I should do this while I'm here. I definitely feel bad for people who are, if I was in a place where I felt burnt out and on 24/7 and never able to leave the work in the office, and I was making as much money as I would if I just picked any menial 9-to-5 Monday through Friday job and just stuck with it for a couple of years, then there's definitely a part of me that would start to see the allure of, like, what if nights and weekends just completely belonged to me? And I could see getting tired. But as for where I am and what I do and all that jazz, just fucking, I'm not gonna make this kind of money and get this kind of personal gratification or satisfaction out of what I'm doing in anywhere else, doing anything else. Yeah, Polka Dot Turtles, there have been a handful of things where, like, Amber and I have needed to sear meat or braise something or get a crock pot going. and you get that smell of seared meat or braised meat or just herbs and spices or whatever floating through the air at like 9 o'clock, and you're like, fuck, I want dinner for breakfast instead of breakfast for dinner. The real world outside sucks. I feel the same way. I feel more inclined to say the outside real world sucks after the last couple of years, for sure. I used to work for a big corporation, wrote a macro that kicked in and took control of my mouse and starts going everywhere on available screens. Yeah, it was like you live in a house where people don't watch you do mundane things. My sister still thinks you all are a bunch of little freaks for wanting to watch her brother. She tuned in 150 people were watching me sleep. And she was just like, I want off this fucking planet. Like my sister kind of officially fucking tapped out on trying to understand the Twitch world.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
I watch streamers with 1K viewers have less than 500 subs struggle every day, and I think, damn, they're good at streaming but bad at marketing. Fuck, Frost. Like, what's funny is I was about to crack the joke. Frost and I could teach a master class. So when the Twitch leak, when the financial data leak happened, Frost, first of all, what's going on, dude? Welcome. Happy to have you here, as always. But when the Twitch financial leak happened, I have a bunch of friends who are coders and software engineers and programmers who are also big Twitch nerds. And so I got into a call with a couple of them at some point, and they thought it was really cool that guys like you and me ended up in the top 1,000. But what they really wanted to do, and this is where, hey, speak of the devil, speaking of people like us, what they really wanted to do was they wanted to take that information and reorganize the list and say which streamers are extracting the most financial value out of the number of concurrent viewers they have, like most dollars per concurrent viewer. And at that point, I really feel like Frost would still be above me, but I feel like he and I'd be much closer to the top and within like high-fiving distance of each other. But yeah, it just breaks my heart because I'm in the same boat. I tell people here, I see people with 1,000 concurrent, and I swear to God, Queeb, I'm gonna welcome everybody in. But you caught me talking shop. You caught me talking shop, and I always get excited to talk shop. We talk about Frosty. Frost Prime's chilling in here. This monster, he lurks. You never know. You can't talk about Frosty and not just assume that he's not out there somewhere listening. One of the most accomplished lurkers in this chat. So yeah, fucking I've told this chat on any number of occasions, if I could ever get up to 1,000 concurrent viewers, and I fucking know Frost could. If I could get up to 1,000 concurrent viewers and keep it for like a year, I'd leave Twitch a millionaire. Easy. Easy. At the very least on paper, if not just me doing like 1990s rap videos, just being like, I got it. I'm just fucking holding it. I'm throwing it on the floor. Now I'm picking it up because my wife will yell at me if I do this. But I had to, okay, now grab it all up and put it back in a pile. She had it in a very neat pile. Armadillo T, welcome. Queeb, who is this Frostimus Prime? And he's followed, so there. Frost is great. Frost and I were introduced to each other by monkeyism, and again find ourselves feeling like, you know, Queeb found us on TikTok, and it did not take us very long at all to be like, I like you. I like you too. All right, well, we're friends now. Frost and I feel very much the same thing. I'll end up lurking his channel when my streams are done. He lurks my channel when he's setting up shop in the morning, getting himself all pulled together. He's one of those people that that monkeyism looked at us and said, "You two are cut from the same cloth." He's also one of the only people I won't shit talk when it comes to what my community is willing to do for me versus what their community is willing to do for them. Because Frosty's community is fucking bananas. Look at me. Look at my community. Look at my throne list and everything that's happened. Look at the fact that I have a fucking pinball machine just coming to me at some point. His community is insane. Frost is omniscient. He knows all and sees all. Is he also a 41-year-old actor? No, but he and I, right up until the point that we met each other online, he and I lived in the same city and didn't know it. He and I were both Richmond, Virginia occupants. Psychon, good morning, sir. Queeb, how was your stream? What'd you do today? Tell me a little bit about everything that's going on. Thank you so much for the raid. Everybody, welcome in. At this point, my dashboard basically just says, your audience watches you in the morning and Queeb at night. The end. Like, that's the whole thing. I'm really not even fucking around all that much. Hold on, let me open this up. Insights, channel analytics, channel tab. Yeah, there is a significant amount of overlap. Oh, you don't get to see my revenue, sorry. That's not exactly how we roll just yet. Yeah, tell me that this doesn't make sense. There you go. And Jasky. Just a random Jasky appears. My viewers, watching Queeb, watching Justin, watching Brizzy, watching Lars Fest, all of this tracks, and then just Jasky's just dropped in there. I think Jasky and I have said like 9 words combined to each other. I mean, like, Jasky's great, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm saying like Jasky and I have said like 9 words combined to each other in all the time we've been aware of each other's existence. Today I played Isaac up to 13 on Eden Street. Game of the day, as selected by Miss Queeb, was Returnal. Oh, chat's pushing hard for me to get on some Returnal at some point as well. Yeah, I just feel like taking the rest of the floor off so I can talk. I also played some Inscription. Oh, the roguelike mod. Yeah. Folks were asking me, they're like, Taffy, are you gonna play that? And I'm like, that's really not up to me. That is up to you, friends. Oh my. Well, get out of here. Scrub love a ding dong. Get out of here, scrub love a ding dong. That's not what I meant to do at all. I'm gonna leave those in there for the moment being. There's so many red hearts on this floor. I can't help but think that we're gonna, at some point, end up going and paying off this, sack room. Let's see, 2539, woo! Taffy in the morning, Queeb at night, sometimes Justin during all the other space. Got a nice rotation going. I listen, I keep good company. I hang out, I try in the online world to hang out with the kinds of people I would just watch if I weren't a streamer. And generally speaking, that's worked out really well for me. You know what? No, I'll hold on to the one I got. Returnal and Inscription are my 2021 Game of the Years. Inscription was so stupidly good. God, Inscription was good. I haven't played Returnal yet. I genuinely don't know anything about it, other than people really like it. I can play it now that I have a PS5. Strength, you say? I can play it now that I have some a PS5. Okay, yeah, that'll do nicely. That'll do nicely. Yeah, I'm excited to give it a shot. I wish I could watch you more, but you stream during my AM when I have to go to work, but I'm glad to catch you when I can. Thank you, Polka Dot Turtles. That's kind of you to say. I wish I was not an old man. I wish I was not an old man, and I wish I had the stamina necessary to just keep like a 14-hour stream day going. But at 7 or 8 hours, I lose so much steam. And I feel bad because no matter when I stream, because I've been at this for so long, and not to humble brag, but like I've been at this for so long, and I have viewers scattered to the 4 corners of the globe, and so no matter what time slot I picked, I was gonna screw over somebody. So the people who truly can't watch at work are kind of screwed, and the Australians got boned pretty hard. I have so many Australian. I have so many Australian fans. What I'm trying to say is there are so many super fucking cool Australian people who hang out here, and I know that because they're vocal about being Australian and they're vocal about being really cool people. And when I switched to this time slot, they're like, "Bro, you are going live at midnight," and I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "I don't know that I can stay up till 3 in the morning to watch you do this. I have to work my Australian job in the morning." What is going on? Why? Oh, that makes sense. That tracks. I just heard the thing go off and I was like, I didn't do anything. I did nothing to bait you. I did nothing to earn your love or respect. All I did was jabber at Queeb. But the Rapid drops 10,000 bits and says, I hear Returnal. I fund Returnal. Do I have a number on Returnal yet? When you use bait as my favorite, I genuinely thought I might get somebody. I thought the fish might bite yesterday during Destiny when I was, I say arguing, but I mean like arguing, like debating with McBobbert about like the fact that he kept saying, he kept claiming that his, you know, he kept making claims that his feelings on Halo 4 and 5 were shared by everyone who played Halo 4 and 5, and I was like, man, you don't get to speak in absolutes like that. And I said, you know, I said something to the effect of like, everyone in here absolutely should give me $100. And I was like, man, I didn't even get a nibble. Stupid argument with McBobbert. Thought it was gonna bear fruit, totally didn't bear fruit. That's not true, I did get a couple bucks, but still. The Rapid, thank you so much, dude. Do I have a mod who... Reenie's got it. Thank you, Reenie. If you don't mind me asking, what time is it for you? 9:28 in the morning. It is 9:28 in the morning. I have been live for just under an hour. Returnal's 34,400 bits away from the goal. That's good. Let it stay unfunded for a second so that I can kind of catch up on this list, you know? Let it go unfunded for just a little bit so I can catch up on this list. Yeah, I'm down in Richmond, Virginia. I can do this. I will say that having King Baby for Little Brimstone makes him so much more enjoyable for me. Because now I can just go about my business, and that turret just works stuff over around the room. What a slick pickup that was. Honestly, Dragon Tears. Honestly, Shauna, neither have I. I genuinely, people have been recommending it to me since the day one launch. But I've left it alone because so many people recommended it to me. I was like, oh well, I'm gonna end up playing this at some point, and I just left it be. And the Rapid, thank you again. How dare you call me by my screen name? It feels so impersonal at this rate. Oh, that's such a good synergy now. Ow. Yeah, King Baby got a huge glow up. Credit where it's due. Great alteration on King Baby. I played enough for Returnal to get to the first boss, lost interest and haven't picked it back up. Wow. That is low-key the opposite of everything else I've heard. Can I gush one more time and just say how excited I am to cook on that fucking griddle? I am super excited to cook on that griddle. I want very badly when my... Oh, I wonder if my friends would allow me to film, like a... I wonder if my friends would allow me to film, like a little backyard garden party. But, like, set up a microphone, but set it up like either a shitty microphone or damn near mute it so everyone can just be themselves. And just sort of like mostly let champions see that the griddle is being used to entertain a bunch of friends. They probably won't be down. Well, I don't know. I got a lot of theater friends. Maybe. Just set pretzel playing in the background. Oh, that griddle's so good. I can't wait to make Mexican street tacos, Woo. That's the big thing for me. I can't wait to have the Traeger right next to the griddle. Smoke meat, and then the moment that the meat is smoked, immediately move it straight over to the griddle and use that long fuck-off griddle spatula to just chop that shit up. I don't even care what the meat and the veg is, but I can't wait to do meat and veg side by side on that thing. With an ice-cold beer in my hand, sun on my face, not on the top of my head because I'm balding and those burns hurt. A griddle sounds like the right excuse to fly out to wherever the fuck you are. Dude, honestly, Queeb, you're welcome to come to Richmond, Virginia. I'll show you the sights and sounds. Don't come until the new year, so I can get my my patio pulled together. There we go. It's too early in the morning for me to have such a food boner. You know what else? Oh, okay, so early in the morning. Here you go, 2539 Woo. You know what I want? You know what I want. Sorry, I had to get my hands involved in that one. I'm super excited next fall to take like a 2-day weekend off. I'm excited next fall to take a 2-day weekend. And on like Saturday, wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And wake up either at the same time or before all my kids and my wife. And head downstairs. Put on a pot of coffee. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Put on a pot of coffee. Yeah, I'll hold it at the end there. That'll be much easier if we get another sack room. I think it's a little bit daunting because the surface area of the griddle is measured in square feet, not square inches. That griddle's surface area is measured in square feet, not square inches. But Apocalyptic seems to believe that I have the ability to accomplish it. I don't even have a propane tank yet, and I'd like to not really use it until I can pull it out and leave it out. Right now it's in the shed because I don't have the cover for it yet, and I don't have a lid for it yet. Those are sold separately. Damn it, I hit the wrong button. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I hit the space bar instead of Q, which yielded me a soul heart, which is cool and everything, I guess, but I was hoping to use High Priestess to shorten this fight by quite a bit. Soul of Magdalene.
Range up.
Fuck yeah, dude. Never gonna turn down Guppy's eye. How does one season an outdoor griddle slather it in grease on a hot summer day? I'm not sure. Let me see if let me show you what I'm supposed to grab here. I mean, I typed in Blackstone seasoning and there was all sorts of videos that popped up. Their assembly videos helped me out last night. There was not a whole lot to be done about it. Ugh, sorry about sending you to Walmart for this. But apparently I'm supposed to use that stuff. I mean, honestly, the whole package was like 137 pounds. The whole package was like 137 pounds. And most of it is the griddle top itself. That shit is super heavy. That is team lift heavy. Everything else on that I could lift by myself, but for the griddle top, I went and got Amber. I was just like, Amber, you and I both have bad backs. Please come help me with this. Gingerly. I seasoned mine with Crisco and paper towels and get it smoking hot and rub the paper towel over it, let it cool down. Did that 3 or 4 times before I cooked on mine. Oh, you know what though? I'll do this real quick. While I'm sitting here. I'll deal with it later. I was gonna say, I was gonna see if I could track down that seasoning, that seasoning on Amazon and just stick it on Throne. If nothing else, the nice thing about having so much shit on Throne, for me, is that it's really helpful that by the time I just need something, if it hasn't been snatched up from me by some absurdly kind individual, then it's a to-do list that I go back and go, oh right, I was gonna get that Traeger. Oh right, I was gonna get the you know, the lid, or I was gonna get this cover, or this was the thing that somebody told me to get. And then I just go get that thing. I think we'll take that. The pretty big upgrade. You were bombs are key, right? Is this basically it? Yeah, this is it for shops. The shops, after the PhD pickup, if I remember correctly, were kind of a huge letdown. But PhD was huge. The turmeric honey shipped, I guess, is back in stock. Awesome. Awesome. There's a part of me that really hopes that they'll get into Noah's ear maybe after the holidays, because Throne has a program where if you introduce a brand to them and that brand becomes a partnered distributor with them, you get a $500 kickback. And Noah and I were like, shit, we're gonna make some mortgage payments. I don't need health and I don't need money on this run, so I think I'll just leave it alone. Ice, good morning. Oh, Jesus Christ. I still have only seen one. I don't know if I've seen. I have to have seen a Tears upgrade somewhere. Girlfriend works in daycare, childcare, development center. Stomach bug is going around. Today she woke up feeling ill. That sucks. The moment my boys went back to school, everyone in my family except Amber got sick. I rubbed Crisco on my cast iron and threw it in the oven for an hour. Yeah, but I mean, like, that, unless you're talking about, like, you know, if you're talking about a skillet, that's one thing. That's exactly what I did with mine as well. And I mean, every time I cook with the Lodge, every time I cook with the Lodge, it seasons itself just a little bit more. Because I almost never cook anything except for, like, greasy, oily stuff in it, which makes me happy. I think I'll just go. Yeah. But yeah, with this griddle top, I mean, it's 36 inches long. It's a yard long. There is, you know, obviously it's a, you know, I'm not insinuating that I stick it in the oven, but you know what I mean? Like, I just get super apprehensive about, sorry. There we go. I needed the flight. I don't even really care about the other one. I just wanted the flight. this the one? I suppose? It's not the same... It's not the same, packaging, but it looks like it's made by... Looks like it's made by the same company. Anyway, it's all new to me because, as we've discussed, the reason I have a new griddle is because Champion said that my old charcoal grill looked like it would give people tetanus before it would give them salmonella. So I've not owned any sort of like nice outdoor cookware before. Yeah, it's one jar, not the case. Honestly, the Crisco might just be the way to go because as I'm looking at the ingredients, it's just a mixture of waxes and fats. I don't know. But then again, I didn't pay for the fucking griddle, so maybe I should just go all out. Maybe I should just go all out and get the exact one that the company makes. And then as I get more comfortable along the, you know, as the years go by, I can kind of make my own little tweaks and adjustments, make my own deductions. Maybe I just play the first one safe. Well, that's helpful.
The Hierophant.
I don't know why I'm walking around with the soul of Magdalene. I have to be close to the end of the floor. Just got my booster schedule, chat. Please get vaccinated or boosted. I wanted to see as many of you weirdos as I can in here so we can all be horny pervs together. Shit. I think my days of being a con hugger are limited. I think my days of being a hugger at cons are probably limited. I'll still hug like my near and dear friends, but I don't know. We'll see. I say that, but then again, I've also met me ever. I'll definitely be masked up at every con from now on, but do in fact get vaccinated and boosted, even if you get sick. Let's try to keep you out of the hospital or the morgue. Supposed to seal it after every cook, so you have that extra Blackstone seasoning is good to have. All right, I'm smart enough. I've learned with my Lodge cast iron skillet that the biggest problem with cast iron before in my life was that I just didn't take care of it. So I season my Lodge skillet after every use. I slather it in olive oil. Not slather it. I give it a pretty good rub of olive oil. I crank that sucker up on high, right to the point where it gets like not smoking, but close to its smoke point. Pull it off the stove, let it cool down, stick it back in storage with a little paper towel over it. I'll do the same thing with the griddle. Reg, how the heck are you, dude?
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Tired of going to cons and expecting to get sick. It's such a backwards way of thinking. Honestly, I feel the same way. Like I'm a huggy person. I clearly have gotten better about a couple of things over the years. One is that I've gotten much better about making sure the person I'm coming up to wants to actually be fucking touched by me. You know, that was one of the first things that being in this community taught me. Was I was like, hey, consent matters. Even on things as seemingly inoffensive as hugs, like consent matters. So first things first there is that I stopped hugging people just instinctively. But then on top of that, there's a part of me that like, yeah, I love seeing people and I love going to cities and I love being around cons, but I hate the idea that I go there and I'm just like, yeah, when I come back from here, I'm just gonna be I'm just gonna be out of commission for like 4 days while I get over whatever flu I picked up while I was there. It's stupid. It's, yeah, I feel the same way. It feels so backwards to essentially schedule 3 or 4 days, not of like mental recovery time, but of like actual, I'm gonna have to go to the doctor because I'm gonna have the shits or a fever or a sore throat or whatever. Oh, bacon grease. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That reminds me of when I was a kid. Hello, little piggy. And my mom used to keep all of her bacon grease in a Maxwell House can and just keep it in the fridge. I was shocked to find out that not everybody did that. This still doesn't feel. I think it's because we haven't gotten any real tier upgrades. But this still, we did get, was it the Pact, I think, gave us one. But I think this feels a little underwhelming because it's doing damage, it's just doing it so slowly. Hey, watch me turn down a knife. There we go, there's another damage upgrade. I turned down Shade. How I showed the restraint necessary to turn down Shade is beyond me. Armadillo T, brand new sub, month 1. Hugging's very awkward to me, just rather have a fist bump or something. And that's the kind of stuff, like, that's a whole ass attitude that I've taken on while I've been a streamer here on Twitch. It's just like, my take has been I'd never want to make one good person uncomfortable. I'll make trolls and shitty people uncomfortable all day, but my real anxiety over how I run my channel has shifted from like, how do I make money, how do I make good content, to yeah, Fluffy, get on board. It's shifted a little bit from like, how do I make good content? I'm drowsy is really good. Shot speed up is fine.
Shot speed up.
To like, man, I will feel mortified if what I do makes one good person's skin crawl. So I'm not perfect, and sometimes there's collateral damage, and sometimes there's friendly fire. I think Sycon's got us muted for work right now, but yesterday Sycon and I, who are, I'd like to think, good internet buds, had a bit of a dust up because, you know, I think we were both a little on edge yesterday. But you know, that's the goal at least is you know, never looking to make good people uncomfortable. And that translates to con life too. Like, I don't ever want to, like, you know, crack some sort of edgy joke in you know, crack some sort of edgy joke around people I don't know, and watch somebody go, oh. This old man's trying a little too hard. Plus, that was kind of a gross joke or whatever. So I'm much more mindful of the kind of person I try to be in con settings, because you just never know who's listening, you know? And I don't mean that as like a look out, they're gonna get you, but like, you just never know. You have to constantly be weighing the potential impact of what you do and say. It's an ongoing process for sure. I didn't used to always feel that way. I used to have that sort of like 90s or aughts stand-up comedian attitude of like, well, if I say something and you get upset, that's your problem. And my rough edges have definitely fucking mellowed over the years, to the point where I'm just like, I don't want to make you upset. Kaz, fair warning, unless I'm like, still check with me. I say like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna hug anymore. Check with me in case I'm feeling sick or something, or in case I got like diarrhea that day, but like, full disclosure, if you guys find me at a con, if you folks find me at a con, 99.99% chance that I'm gonna let every last one of you hug me up off the ground if you're strong enough. I say, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna hug anymore. I'm fucking gonna hug if I can. I just love hugging. Hugging's so nice. It's a full body handshake. I like to think of myself as a good hugger, you know? I don't, except with Amber, I don't do that weird thing where you get too much of your lower body involved. But I do go shoulders to waist. I do get the full bear hug. Yeah, I got strong arms. So like I lock you in like a roller coaster ride, but not too tight. I don't want you to feel constricted. I get involved from about the belly button to the clavicle. I don't dig my chin into your shoulder, but I will rest my head on you a little bit. If you put your shoulders anywhere near my waist, we're no longer gonna be friends. I'm gonna wait until you come back here and we decide to rip this entire computer setup apart just to reorganize it. And I'm gonna say like, hey, Squint Fox, do you mind if I try organizing some wires? You'd be like, yeah, sure. I'm gonna get down on my knees and then I'm gonna turn to ask you a question and I'm gonna intentionally knee walk all the way over to you and just have your groin like right here and be like, Squid Fox, I got questions about this. Could you come over and help me? And I'm gonna use your dick like a microphone. What happened to Squid Fox? He got on a train and went back to Manhattan. Or, sorry, went back to New York. Not Manhattan. Yeah, see, RS Fighter, that's exactly it. RS Fighter don't want to be touched. I almost got fucking slugged by Glitch. I almost got slugged by Glitch because I ran up and fucking jump hugged him from behind. The only rationality I had for it is I saw one of my shirts in the wild for the first time. It was the first time I had seen my shirts be worn by somebody who I didn't know who it was. Which almost makes that worse, but it's like, I was so excited. And then it turned out it was Glitch, and I was forgiven. I was forgiven and not karate chopped in the neck. Do you remember when the day when Jacksepticeye donated to you? You mean like the date? Use your dick like a microphone might be my favorite line to have come out of this stream. Meeting over, I nearly choked when you did the nipple tweak tappy. It hurt me to have to swallow that laugh. Do you want to know the do you want to know the context for that, Psycon? I can clue you in on that if you'd want, because I feel like it was very nipple twisty worthy. For sure. So, yesterday, Amber and I pieced together all the parts of the griddle we have. So the griddle that Champion bought for us, that Lost Romeo and Apocalyptic recommended, showed up, and we pieced it. It really was just like figuring out the instructions took longer. The assembly part of it was really only about 7 steps, but it's a very heavy piece of equipment. So we got it all pulled together, and folks were saying, okay, well, when you finally get around to cooking on it, what are you most excited to cook to start with? And so I'd said a couple of different things that had really kind of like gotten me interested in firing that up, which was, one was I wanted to get the smoker, and I wanted to smoke like, I wanted to smoke like all sorts of different kinds of meat and then just move it over to the griddle and turn it into like Mexican street tacos. But the thing that really got me excited, I'll do the short version of this because I don't have the energy, I think, to fire up the whole thing over again. Was the idea of getting my weekend off, doing that 2-day weekend, letting you folks know I'm not gonna be here, doing the 2-day weekend, and then going out there on a cold fall or spring day when it's still like dusk or it's like dawn. There's like still that little bit of a dew or a fog in the air. My new patio is finished, and I light the fire pit, and I bring out all the ingredients and some fresh coffee, and then I griddle a big ass breakfast. I do eggs, I do pancakes, I do bacon, I do buttered toast, and I do all that with a fire next to me while it's chilly outside, and a hot cup of coffee. And just the more I thought about that, like I'm excited for all the use cases. I'm excited about the prospect of having like all of my Richmond friends over because most of them have never seen my house. I've lived in this house for over 2 years. Most of my theater friends and my Richmond friends have never been inside it. So I'm excited about like backyard barbecues and you know, housewarming parties and all that jazz. But man,